Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RBTV Game of the Week live from Lyons Township High School. I'm Casey Valletta alongside Matt Angio. Tonight, the Bulldogs take on the St. Edward Green Wave. Matt, your thoughts on the game?
Well, Casey, defense for the RB Bulldogs is going to have to be very strong. They got St. Edwards has got the running back number 24, Dwayne Allen. He's got 5 touchdowns already, and he's got 289 yards since the last game. So defense is going to have to be very strong. RB's number 6, Ryan Swift, is going to have to pass really good. St. Edwards safeties are going to have to be really strong on Ryan Swift.
Yeah, St. Edward, in their 2 combined games, they have 91 points for and have yet to allow a point. RB, we have 53 points for, 37 points against. But Dwayne Allen, we need to stop him. He has 509 combined yards over 2 games and 9 touchdowns. Matt, who's going to step up and have to stop him?
Well, obviously the defensive linemen are going to have to go really tight on the ends. They're going to have to just really blitz him. They got to come really fast and really strong.
Yeah, Dwayne Allen stands 5'10". He's 182 pounds and 9 touchdowns over 2 games. It's quite impressive. But these 2 teams, they couldn't be much more different than possible. RB, they mainly go Ryan Swift to Dean Ziglich, 6-24. That's what we're going to be mostly seeing tonight. And the other end, we got number 24, Dwayne Allen. The quarterback, he doesn't do much passing, but running game is the big thing for St. Edwards.
In case you don't forget, both teams their records are 2-0. So both teams have a lot of motivation coming into the game.
They both want to beat each other really badly. Both want to give each other the first L in the column. So, Matt, who do you think's going to wear 24 better tonight? Running back of the Green Wave, Dwayne Allen, or Dean Ziglich of Riverside Brookfield?
Well, it all depends on the defense.
Okay. RB, their first win came at Warren 2 weeks ago. They won 19-18 came down to the last minute, a failed 2-point conversion by Morden. Last week they beat Wakanda at Wakanda 34-19. On the other hand, St. Edwards, they won week 1 41-0 against Aurora Central Catholic, and last week they completely destroyed Clark High School 50-0. Now, Matt, do you think they're going to score over 40 points this game?
Well, if RB can shut them out in the first quarter, which is usually when St. Edward comes strong, I don't think they can. But I think RB, if they just really come strong at them in the first quarter, I think we should be good.
Here's some stats. Right now, Ryan Swift combined over the 2 games, 430 yards, 6 touchdowns. And Dean Ziglich, out of those 430 yards, has 274 yards and 4 touchdowns. So as we see, a favorite wide receiver is Dean Ziglich, and we're ready for the opening kickoff. Riverside Brookfield is going to kick off the St. Edwards, and we're going to be underway in LT. Number 9, he gets ready to kick. And here we go, live from LT, Riverside Brookfield and St. Edwards. Matt, you ready?
Yeah,
Have any predictions?
It's going to be, if RB, they just got to come strong, and my prediction is RB can win
Kickoff. Dwayne Allen, he's down at the 24-yard line. Dwayne Allen, he's a big name. Last week he had an 85-yard kick return for a touchdown, so we need to watch out for him. Here we go.
Dwayne Allen, not to mention, he's a big kid. He's 5'10", 180 pounds. You know, he can take a hit.
And I think we all know that right now. Dylan Malarknick, who's the quarterback, is going to hand it off to Dwayne Allen right here.
Now, Dylan Milenerich, he's 6'1", 175 pounds. He's a sophomore.
Not to mention, he is a sophomore. So Ryan Swift also started off as a sophomore for RB, so that's sort of a comparison. But here we go. First play. Malarknick calling to the wide receivers. He's under center.
They got to watch Dwayne Allen.
Talking to Dwayne Allen. Here we go. 21's in motion. He takes a snap, hands it off to Dwayne Allen. He's at the 20, 25. He's going to be down at the 25-yard line. I don't think he gained any big stop. As we can see, Bulldogs are ready for this run game. 2nd and 10 from the 24. Matt, seeing that first play, do you think we can stop him?
Well, by the looks of it, RB is already trying to stop Dwayne Allen. They already got their focus on him. Their strategy is just to get him down as soon as he gets the ball.
He accounts for 61.5% of all points. Here we go. A pitch to Allen. He's at the 25. Oh, 30. He's down at the 27-yard line.
Yep. If RB just keeps the defense strong, we can be really good. St. Edward is known to score a lot of points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So it is key for RB.
3rd and 9 from the
Edward.
30. This is big. If we can stop him with first play, that'll be big motivation for Swift. Take this offense and get an important first score. Here we go. Malarnich under center. He takes the snap. He hands it off to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen is going to get stuffed. Stuffed at the 29. It's going to be a 4th down. Big defensive stand. First drive for RB.
Defensive line is already just looking to get him down as soon as he gets the ball.
Yet to pass yet. That big. They set up the punt. Matt, your thoughts on that first drive?
Well, by the looks of it, number 87, Wilson, he's already looking to take down Dwayne Allen as soon as he gets the ball.
To be punted, it's going to be down around the 30-yard line. Very nice punt, and RB is going to take over. Here comes Ryan Swift, his favorite receiver, Dean Ziglich. This will be big if we can score a touchdown. Man, do you think we can do it?
Well, Ryan Swift, all he's got to do is look for Dean. Dean's just got to follow his route. You know, he's got to shake the defense really good. So St. Edward's defense is going to look for Dean to get wide open and just get the ball.
Yep. St. Edwards are averaging 45.5 points a game. We're averaging 26.5. Here we go. First snap from Ryan Swift. He's under center. He's a big man. Ryan Swift, he's a very big boy. He's a senior. He's 6'3", 205 pounds, so it's not to mess with. Swift, he goes to the right. He connects with Dean Ziglich. Dean Ziglich with the reception. We said Dean Ziglich is going to be the receiver to go to. He's been good lately. Let's see what.
Yeah, RB's
2nd and 3, 7-yard gain. Dean Ziglich has 1 catch already for 7 yards.
That's RB's priority. Just give it to Dean. If he gets open, just give it to him.
Give it to Dean. Dean and Ryan, if you can't find Dean, he's able to run. He had 70 rushing yards last game. He fakes the handoff. He runs. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. And he's down at the 45-yard line for a Riverside Brookfield. First down.
Ryan Swift for a 6'3", 205-pound boy. He is really quick. He
sure
can get
reminds
around.
you of Cam Newton, who either can pass or he can take it himself and run. But that's a big first down there at the 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Ryan Swift, he's under center. Audible, everyone's moving from left to right. Ryan Swift, he takes the snap. He looks. He can't find anybody. He finds, he missed the connection. Missed the incomplete. Sort of Alan Carter, running back, he couldn't find the ball, but 2nd and 10, nonetheless, still from the 46.
Not to mention, Casey, it is pretty cold out, so that could have an impact on the players tonight.
It's clear skies, but it is cold. So
Yes,
these guys must be freezing right now. They're all wearing short sleeves, but nonetheless, they still play. Ryan Swift, he takes a snap. He's under center. He's looks right, left. He overshoots number 5. And we're going to have big 3rd down and 10. Nowhere near field goal territory. Need to get 10 yards.
We got Ryan Swift stats from the 2013 to 2014 season. He had 116 completions, 188 attempts,
Pretty good.
1,248 yards, and 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, not to mention 6 interceptions. He already has 6 touchdowns this year, and last year's 14. He's only 8 away. I mean, he could possibly do it in 2 more games to reach that. Dean Ziglich, he had 317 yards and 5 touchdowns last year. Ryan Swift, he fakes the handoff to Alan Carter and gets sacked at the 39-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down and 15 for the Bulldogs. I think they're going to punt. Do you think
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I think they need the punt right now. Ryan Swift from that sack, he could be a little bit shaken up, so RB's got to be careful with him.
Yeah. Dwayne Allen's not going to get the punt return. It's going to be number 21 on St. Edward. It's going to be David Madden, just sophomore, 5'11", 150 pounds. Fourth and 15, fourth and 16 from the 40. Matt, you think Dwayne Allen's going to get all the plays? You think St. Edward's going to pass the ball at all this next drive?
I think that's St. Edward's priority. Just give it to Dwayne and see what he does. I mean, if he can crush through the defense, he could be
At
big.
the 20, 25, 30, he's out around the 32-yard line. Oh, there's a flag. Late flag on the field. Late flag. He's down around 32. There is a penalty.
Not to mention Casey Dean Ziglich last year in the 2013 to 2014 season. He had 29 catches, 317 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
And he already has 5 touchdowns this year to go along with about 300 yards reception. Yeah, he had 274 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns this year. So Dean, he's looking for a breakout year. The penalty looks to be bringing St. Edward's back. They're going to go from the 32.
And last year, Dean Ziglich, he's obviously a fast kid. He did a lot of punt returns last year. He had 4 returns, 9 yards. They use him for speed. That's all they use him for.
Yeah. Ryan Swift, who's had 39 completions this year, 26 to Dean Ziglich. So he doesn't really pass around. Oh, Dwayne Allen, he gets stuffed at the 19-yard line. This Riverside Brookfield defense looks like they are ready for Dwayne Allen, shutting him down.
That's all Arby's got to do. Just shut him down. Come strong in the first quarter, and we can get him.
I don't think he has more than 5 yards right now. As we see this replay, Ryan Swift? Ryan Swift taking down Dwayne Allen. Oh, pass. He passes. He finds number 23. That's the completion. There's going to be a gain of 7. He's at the 28-yard line. That should bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Green Wave. So Ryan Swift, we can see he can do it on defense. He's all around. Big 3rd and 6. I can see I didn't think they were going to run it, pass it there. I was very shocked, but here we go. Dwayne Allen, he's going to fake to Dwayne Allen. Oh, he's going deep, and he overshoots number 21, David Madden, who we can see now, fast kid. The Green Wave, they see we're ready for Dwayne Allen. They're going to go to pass him, and the quarterback, Dylan Milarknick, he only has 100 passing yards this year combined, so he's not used to doing all these passing.
And St. Edward's number 21, David Madden, he's a fast kid. He's 150 pounds. He's only 5'11". He's got fast feet.
Yeah, quick on
Being
his
light
feet.
like that, you can go all over the field.
4th down. There's a punt from the 20-yard line. That's a very nice punt. It's going to lands at the 30-yard line on the other side, and it's going to bounce to around the 23-yard line where many people went diving for that ball.
Oh, yeah.
Number 26 for RB touches the ball, and here we go, 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Matt, do you think Ryan Swift feels confident now? 2 straight stops from his defense?
Well, if Ryan Swift can stay away from St. Edward's defense, he shouldn't be afraid of any sacks anymore. But
watch out for Will Stevens. He's on the defense for the Green Wave. He had 9 tackles last game. And the Green Wave, they had 4 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 1 fumble recovery on the defense. As Swift, he rolls to the right. He doesn't gain much, but Swift, he obviously knows Dean's covered, so he has to run the ball. Your thoughts, Matt?
And Ryan Swift, I mean, he just seems really tough. He doesn't care about the St. Edward's defense. He doesn't care that he gets sacked. He keeps on doing the QB sneaks. He keeps on running. He's not scared. He doesn't care if he can take a hit.
Yeah. 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs from their own 20-yard line. On the move, he hands the ball off to Alan. Oh, that wasn't. He handed the ball off. Alan Carter was not the receiver of the ball. It was John Mirkowski, he's a junior. He's 5'9", 180 yards. He did have a rushing touchdown last game of 3 yards, but Alan Carter, I'm surprised that he's not receiving that ball. Here we go, Ryan Swift. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 22-yard line. Swift, under center. He's going to take the snap. He looks to the left, looks to the right. He's going to decide to take it to himself. He's going to be down around the 32-yard line. It's going to be close for a first down, but I don't think it's enough.
And like I said, Casey, he's not afraid to run. He will go. He'll do anything for the team.
Yeah, close to 20 yards rushing right now. You can see on the replay, Swift sees nobody. He can just carry that ball. He takes a hit. He gets completely flipped over, but he's been good. That was enough for a Bulldogs. First down, 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 32-yard line.
Not to mention RB's running back, number 2, Miaskowski. He is a junior. He's 5'8", 175 pounds.
Yep.
Running backs usually have a tendency to be around that kind of height, around that kind of weight
Swift,
range.
He's chirping. He hands it off to number 2, John Mirkowski, and he doesn't get much. He might get 1 or 2, but see, we can already see the St. Edward's defense. They do not want to give up a point to Riverside Brookfield, just as they have not given up a point all year.
Both teams are just fighting for the lead right now. They both want the first quarter lead. As soon as you get the first quarter lead, you got motivation through the whole game.
And doesn't St. Edward score most of their points in the first quarter?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Right now, 26.5 points per game average for the Bulldogs, who hand the ball off. John Mirkowski, another run. That's his 3rd straight run. Ryan Swift isn't doing much passing.
See, Casey, and that's when that height and weight comes in handy, really, because you're trying to tackle someone that kind of small height, and that he's just really light around the field.
Big 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs from the 38-yard line. Swift under center. I feel a pass here. Looking for Dean. Dean's on the left side. He rolls left, rolls right. He finds no catch. That was number 24, Dwayne Allen, with the stop. Dwayne Allen was covering Dean Ziglich there. I mean,
Ryan Swift's got to watch that throw, though.
Yeah,
he almost got an interception right there.
That was close. That's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for the Bulldogs. Ryan Swift, he's scrolling, and he just threw the ball. He was hoping, but as we see right there, almost an interception for Dwayne Allen. Both of the 24s covering each other. That's just amazing.
In Casey, it looks like RB's going with the running game kind of, too.
Yeah, surprised to not see as many passes. Here's the punt from Dean Ziglich. He's going to punt it. That's a very nice punt. It's going to roll to around it gets out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So 2 straight drives for both teams. Not a score yet. These teams are very, very desperate to keep each other scoreless. Matt, you predict anything different than what we've seen for this St. Edward drive?
Well, it looks like right now St. Edward, I think they're gonna start passing it now. I think they're gonna start going deep. RB should look to start doing the deep zone defense.
But you got to watch out.
But we still have to watch Dwayne Allen. He is still a priority for St. Edwards.
After 2 drives, Dwayne Allen under 10 yards, and Dean Ziglich only has 7 yards on 1 catch. As we are just over 4 minutes in this first quarter. The snap, he hands the ball off to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen, he keeps going. He finds another burst. He's going to be down around the 22-yard line, gain of 7. He's just at around 10 yards. He's averaging 250 yards per game. So
yeah, and Dwayne Allen, he's a big boy. He's not afraid to get hit. He will go through anything.
He took a hit there and just kept going. It's just like an NFL running back. You got to just fight through all the pain. That's what all the conditioning is for. Snap, handoff to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen is down around the 23-yard line. Not much of a gain. Brings up a 3rd and 3 at the 22 for St. Edwards.
Well, it looks like St. Edwards isn't looking to go passing right now, but they still are going for Dwayne Allen. So far, it's not working for them.
3rd and 1 for the St. Edward Green Wave. They're trying to find their first down of the game. Just at 3 minutes, The snap, the pitch to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's got room. Dwayne Allen has a first down and some. He's down at the 27-yard line for a St. Edward first down.
And there goes Dwayne Allen again. They just use him whenever they're in the first down. They just go to him. They pitch it. Just that quick pitch can really throw off the defense from RB.
Just when you think they're going to pass it, they do the exact opposite. They're going to give it to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's going to find room. He doesn't need that much room to get that supercharge and gain some yardage.
Yeah, but right now, RB cannot mess up this defense. They have to be strong.
Hand off to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen, he doesn't have much room. He's down around the 29-yard line. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for St. Edward. Matt, is this game surprising at all? Both these teams averaging many, many points per game. And just over 2.5 minutes, both teams don't have any.
Well, like I said earlier and before the game, both teams have so much motivation coming into this game. They both want to win. They both play really great defense.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough game for both of them.
Here's Dylan Malarknick. He's going to he passes it to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen jukes one, and he's down at around the 30-yard line. Another gain of 1 or 2. He had to fight for that 1 yard, though. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for St. Edward. And here's a big gust of wind. That might come into a factor if anyone has to kick the ball. Matt, do you have any comments so far?
Well, Casey, now it's completely obvious that RB has to go and play target defense on Dwayne Allen. They just keep passing it to Dwayne Allen. They keep on running it with Dwayne Allen.
This RB 12th man is getting electric right now. Third straight third down and 9 at the 30. Fakes the handoff. Malarknick, there we go, a big defensive stop. He was looking for number 23. He did not find him. He was double covered. He was looking for captain of the wide receivers, Patrick Brown. He's a senior, 5'11", 165 pounds. Could not find him. Brings up another 4th down. And I think that St. Edwards has just got to be frustrated. They're used to scoring first quarter every drive, and they're just not getting it. The RB defense is coming up big. We were talking about them being a big factor, and they are stepping up and making the plays.
And
As
Casey.
Here we see the punt. Shallow punt. A lot of air. Oh, it's botched. Botched at the 50-yard line. That was Dean Zieglich, botched the punt. He's down at the 50, though. So, good field position for RB as they try to score on their 3rd possession.
And like you said earlier, Casey, that wind can really come into effect when kicking the ball. That can either be an advantage for both teams or it could be a disadvantage.
The best field position right now. Neither team has crossed the 50-yard line, but as we see, down at the 50, RB's got the ball. And they're looking pretty good right now.
There's a minute and 11 left in the first quarter. RB has their last chance in the first quarter to take the first lead.
That'd be big.
Yes.
If they can score in the first quarter, take the lead going in the second quarter, that's going to be big momentum because St. Edwards, they've never been losing and they've never given up points. So if they give up any points right here, even a field goal, that's going to be way different than what's happened in the previous 2 games, not letting up 1 point.
Yeah. Casey, St. Edward, the past 2 games, they've just been up by so many points. If RB can score right now, St. Edwards will just be traumatized. They won't know what to do. They're going to be stuck. They're not going to know, they're going to give it to Dwayne Allen. And,
Looks like the ball's been respot for the Bulldogs. They're around the 30-yard line. They're walking back. But the Bulldogs, they're looking pretty good. David Pribble-Pierdenok, he was a good running back last year. He's not being used as much this year. But St. Edwards have the ball now, or are they? I'm getting.
Oh, it seems
It seems like something has happened. St. Edwards got the ball back, and St. Edwards has to repunt. They're gonna repunt.
Here comes that wind effect.
Yep. Oh, another
drops
botched
it.
one. He botches it around the 42-yard line. I don't know why they had to repunt, but A late whistle causes a repunt. It gives us 8 yards back than where we were supposed to be.
And that was number 30 who was going to return that punt.
Yeah, but first and 10 nonetheless at their own 43-yard line for the Bulldogs. That's their best field position of the day. Coming into the game, Bulldogs in Illinois are ranked 118th overall, and St. Edward's ranked 131st overall. So these teams are very close. Here we go. Ryan Swift, he takes the snap. He looks left. He looks right. He finds Dean Ziglich. Dean Ziglich has a 5-yard reception right there, and that's going to be his second catch. He's 2 for 12.
And there we go. Dean's got the hands, you know. He can catch anything. As long as he gets open, he's got it.
RB's going to be the first team to cross midfield. They're going to be 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line. That was an 8-yard reception by Dean Ziglich. He has 15 yards. Swift takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls left. He jukes the guy, and he had a wide open receiver. The pass wasn't where it needed to be, but
looks like that pass was going to go to number 5.
But definitely,
which is Zach Whitkin.
He avoided the snap somehow. He avoided that sack somehow, and the St. Edward's defense had 5 sacks in the first game and 4 sacks last week. They've only sacked Swift once so far, but they're coming at him 3rd and 2, big from their 48-yard line for the Bulldogs. Swift, he's chirping to the wide receivers. He takes the snap there in an I formation. He throws it. Dean Ziglich
not able to catch it.
Dean Ziglich gets a hand on the ball, but nothing more. He's well covered by Dwayne Allen. We're going to be saying that name a lot tonight. Folks, you'll hear both those names a lot tonight. 24, if you see 24, he's going to be making a play.
And like I said earlier in the game, Ryan Swift, you know, for how big he is, he's so agile, and he can maneuver around all the defense. And like we saw earlier, he almost got sacked, and he just twisted right around it.
26 seconds in this first quarter. It's going to be sad. They had such good field position, and the Bulldogs are going to be forced to punt. Oh, Dean Ziglich, he runs to the right. He gets a little bit more room for the punt. He punts it around the 17-yard line, and with just over 16 seconds left, it doesn't look like St. Edward's was scoring the first quarter, which is going to be something they've never experienced before. They're going to the second quarter tied. So if we're going to recap this first quarter, it's going to be defense, no offense. Ryan Swift has the most rushing yards. Alan Carter not being used as much. Instead, John McCoskey, the junior running back, is being used over Alan Carter. Dean Ziglich, 2 for 15 on receptions, and
Ryan and
Dwayne
Casey,
Allen.
earlier in the game, we mentioned the defense, and we were right. Defense is key.
Yeah. That was a handoff, not to Dwayne Allen this time. Another running back gets the play. It was a fake to Dwayne Allen. He was the only guy on the left side. The defense didn't bite, though. That's going to end the first quarter of play. The St. Edward Green Wave and Riverside Brickfield Bulldogs are both tied at 0 heading in the second half. Now, Matt, this is the exact opposite of what we thought. We thought there was going to be a lot of scoring this game, and it's turned out to be the exact opposite. Defense has been stepping up.
Well, it's just the motivation coming into the game. You know, both teams have so much momentum. They're both 2-0 in the record. Both teams are so close. Like you mentioned, the rank in the state of Illinois. RB is 118th ranked. St. Edward Green Wave are ranked
131st, yeah.
131st, excuse me.
But
and they're just so close.
Yeah, close. And RB is used to close ball games. They won their first week by 1, their second week by 15, and so they're in a better position right now with the close ball games. But on the other end, St. Edward's, they've always been killing the other team. And in the first quarter, we've seen that St. Edward's scores the majority of their points in the first quarter over every other. So seeing RB not giving up a point in the first quarter, that's looking bright for the future quarters.
And there's a defect in both the teams. They're both used to scoring in the first quarter, especially for St. Edward. They come strong in the first quarter, and they start to slow down gradually, and they come back up in the third quarter even more stronger. So, what we thought was RB would have to play really, really strong defense in the first quarter and strike back with the offense in the second quarter. But it looks like both of them are going to be striking back with the offense in the second quarter.
Yeah. So this is technically RB's first home game. They away October 2nd while their facility is still underneath construction. But that game will be televised here on RB TV October 2nd. First home game. But they'll take LT's field, who they gradually let us play here. So we're very grateful of that. And as we start the second quarter of play, 0-0. Second and 10 from the 16, St. Edward. Dylan takes the snap. He looks left. He way over. The wide receiver was nowhere near there. He was going for number 21. He was going for the receiver he's been going for all day, which is number 21, David Madden. But
Seems to be a flag on the play.
Flag on the play, a late flag. Might be like roughing.
Could have been roughing the passer, could have been passing interference.
Something has happened. We're waiting upon the flag on the play. There was an incompletion, which should be 3rd and 10, but this flag could change everything. It could give him a first down. But as we see, the quarterback, Dylan Malarich, who is not used to been passing lately, is having to pass because Dwayne Allen has not been doing what he's doing last time.
And that could be
holding against the Bulldogs. That's the penalty. That's going to give, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down for St. Edwards. That's a shame, Matt. Big shame. Would have been 3rd and 10, own 16-yard line. Instead, it's going to be 1st and 10, 26-yard line.
Good thing Bulldogs had a good break, a good minute break. You know, it would have been bad if we just lost that third and 10 possession for St. Edward and we just wasted all that energy.
St. Edward's getting, but I think that they're going to run the ball right here. I mean, they've been giving it to Dwayne Allen. He's just at 10 yards rushing this game. He fakes it. He looks left. He's got a receiver. He overthrows the receiver. That would have been around a gain of 30, but instead it's going to be 2nd down. This Bulldogs defense has been stopping the passing and stopping the rushing. They're looking really good, Matt. Do you have any thoughts, any ideas of how we're just stopping this?
Well, like I said earlier in the game, I said they're going to have to use a deep safety zone or a deep zone because they are going to try. St. Edwards is trying to, mix up the plays. They're trying to mix up runs and passes. They're always faking the run to Dwayne Allen, but they're always going down with the deep pass, and they're trying to get good yards right now.
No one's biting, though, on the Bulldog defense. The fake to Dwayne Allen. Another fake to Dwayne Allen. Dylan, he's scrolling. He's running left. He's going to get, he doesn't get sacked, but he's brought down around the 20-yard line. That is a sack for this Bulldog defense. That's going to be a loss of 7 yards, bring up a big 3rd and long.
This is good motivation for the Bulldogs right now. They got to be ecstatic right now.
Yeah. Dylan Malarich looked like he didn't have any idea what to do. He was just kept scrambling, avoided a few sacks of 9. Finally brought down by Sam Falk at around the 20-yard line. So 3rd and 16. Sam Falk, this isn't his only sport. He also plays basketball, but he's all around right now. But here we go, 3rd and 16. I think there's going to be a pass.
Looks like false start. Oh, it's a timeout.
Timeout, St. Edwards. That is their first timeout. They have 2 remaining. 10 minutes, 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Still 0-0. Now, Matt, definitely a pass coming up. We can assume that.
Oh, yeah. St. Edward is definitely looking for big yardage right now. They're trying to get the first lead right now because both teams' perspectives is get the first lead and roll with the momentum.
And I think that he's going to look for the wide receiver he's been going for all game, which is David Madden. Could you assume? I think he's going to go for David Madden. He's missed all of the passes he's tried to attempt over 20 yards. So I'm thinking maybe a screen here, maybe try to find something. Use that offensive line to an advantage. The offensive line has been failing, though, not giving Dwayne Allen his blocks. But
And this is different for Dylan Milinarich
Yeah.
because they're so used to running. It's so different for them because now they're passing, and plus, especially they're passing really deep. They're passing down to the deep zone.
And he doesn't have many yards, so he's not used to doing this passing. I bet the practice is just handed off to Dwayne Allen. It's not working. Head coach is probably definitely frustrated. Brandon Curtin's loving his defense. He's the head coach for Riverside Brookfield. Here we go, 3rd and 16. He fakes the handoff. He looks left. Oh, he's gonna get, fumble on the play, fumble. It's gonna be recovered by the Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs, and they're gonna have great field position at the 15-yard line. What a turn of events. This fan section is going crazy.
And what a roll of momentum for the RB Bulldogs right now. They can easily get a touchdown.
They're in field goal territory. They're looking to be the first team to score points on the St. Edwards defense. Here we see the replay. Dylan, he fakes the run. Here comes number 58 and 54 and 87. Wilson, he's going to cause the fumble.
And Wilson, like I mentioned earlier, was playing tight defense on Dwayne Allen. So he's a key defender for the RB Bulldogs.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at St. Edward 15-yard line. This is going to be a big possession. They need 7 right here. Swift fakes it. Here, he finds wide open Alan Carter. Alan Carter is at the 5, and touchdown!
Touchdown, there we go.
Bulldogs! Alan Carter, a 15-yard reception from Ryan Swift, and that sends the Riverside Brookfield 12th man into a frenzy. Alan Carter, 15 yards from Ryan Swift for a Riverside Brookfield touchdown.
And like I said, Casey, they go with this momentum, and it looks like right now they're going to go for the field goal. If they go with this momentum, they got the first lead. They're just going to go through with it.
Correction, I think that was John Mirakowski with the 15-yard touchdown. So, Mirakowski, 15-yard touchdown. The kick extra point is good, and 7-0, Riverside Brookfield. That's going to send St. Edward into just complete emotional distress. They never given up points before.
Yeah, St. Edward is just going to be, they're going to be so lost right now. All they're going to do is just try giving it to Dwayne Allen, but our defense is just shutting him down completely right now.
And Ryan Swift, he's picking apart this defense as St. Edwards meets, trying to figure out how they're going to possibly get past the They haven't even got past the 50-yard line yet, and there's 10 minutes, 36 seconds left in this second quarter. Matt, I feel that's really good for the Bulldogs. They're going to take advantage of the St. Edwards, giving them that fumble. That was a huge play. And as we can see, Ryan Swift just needed one play to take advantage of that play.
Yeah, and then the crowd, not to mention, is just an extra player for the RB Bulldogs. They got so much support right now. They got so much motivation, so much momentum. They already got the first lead. They're going to go all the way through with it.
Yeah, here's another replay of that sack that led up to a fumble. Dylan, he just didn't know how to handle that football. The first sack made him bobble it. 53 botched it, and that's Ryan Swift, the quarterback, with the fumble recovery. Ryan Swift, you do it all, man. I don't know how, but hats off to you, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan Swift, not afraid to get down and dirty.
As we've seen, Ryan Swift plays defense. Dean Ziegler plays defense. Everyone's playing defense. That's not a great kick, but it's going to be it's going to be a flag for kicking out of bounds. That's going to bring the ball around the 40-yard line for St. Edwards.
It looked like number 9 for RB tried to get a squib kick right there, and that's a tactic to get the ball back.
Yeah, but that might have just stopped some emotion, because now instead of giving them the ball at their own 16, which we saw last possession, they're now going to be close. They're at the 40-yard line, as close to midfield as they've gotten all night. But they're hoping just to get past midfield, hopefully just find one play where they can get Dwayne Allen some space, because as we see, he just needs a little bit of space. He flies. He's really fast, and this is just...
Yeah, and right now, Casey, the defense has all the pressure on them right now. Yeah. RB's defense, if they shut them down right now, if we can score again, RB can totally win this game.
RB has been very good when they have a one-possession lead. They've usually taken two-possession leads. We've seen that in Morton and Wakanda. They've both... Last week they had four... Dwayne Allen, he finds some room. Oh, but he gets tackled. He only gets a few yards. He's right around 15 yards. Matt, do you think we expected Dwayne Allen to only be at 15 yards with 10 minutes left in the second quarter?
I expected Dwayne Allen to actually have a touchdown in the first quarter,
I
but
thought
he
that
didn't.
Me personally, I expected Dwayne Allen to have 50 yards in the first quarter and a touchdown, but
But this is the problem right now for the defense for RB. They have to be tight on the ends because, like I said earlier, Dwayne Allen can go around easily. For his speed, he can easily get around the defense.
we reached 10 minutes. It's 2nd and 7 from their own 38. Dylan, he gives it. He gives it to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen jukes a lot. Uh-oh. Dwayne Allen finds room. Dwayne Allen, that's going to be a gain of about 20 yards. He's going to be at over midfield on the Riverside Brookfield 49-yard line. That was his longest run of the day. I think he doubled his yards right there. Goes from 15 yards to around 30 yards rushing right now for Dwayne Allen.
And right now, KC St. Edward looking to really get back. They want to recover from what happened earlier, from that fumble that got recovered.
If they can quiet this RB team and this RB 12th man, if they can somehow find a way to score. Dylan, he takes the snap. He hands it off to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's going to just get around the 50. He pushes. He somehow finds a way to turn nothing into something as he gains around 3 yards right there.
Yeah,
Matt, how does he do it? Turns nothing into something every play.
Dwayne Allen is obviously the spark plug for that team.
Here, as we see the replay, Allen, he's running. He's behind the line of scrimmage. He somehow just finds a way to get through two defenders and just gain 3 yards. Those 3 yards can be big, though. 2nd and 7. I mean, if you get 3 yards every play, that's a first down.
And I think that's the comparison between both the teams. They are similar. They both like to get down and dirty.
Yeah. Fake to Dwayne Allen. Dylan, that we've always seen that every day. That's Dylan's 5th overthrow. That would have been a sure touchdown if he could have hit his receiver, David Madden, he's been looking for all game. And this is how we can see that Dylan Malarnik is no Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, he can just put it in the fingertips of his receivers, and that's something Dylan might need to work on, is just hitting his receivers. But he has never needed to throw the ball before. It's just hand it to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen will find it.
Not to mention, Dylan is a sophomore, so he could be under a lot of pressure, and it's probably a lot of pressure to handle right now. So he must be struggling a lot right now.
Yeah, to be away, that's even more pressure. It is cold. His hands must be freezing. He's going to take the snap. He's running. There's a flag on the play. He runs left, and he's going to get sacked at the 40-yard line. That is a sack for Riverside Brookfield. Their 2nd of the day. A loss of around 10, but there is a flag on the play. There's number 40 with the sack. Flag on the field. Number 40, though, with the sack. The Riverside Brookfield defense is looking very, very strong.
No.
Holding against St. Edward. The Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs are going to decline that. That's going to be a sack. That's going to bring up a big 4th down. And they're going to decline 4th down and 7 for St. Edwards from their own 40. And RV is going to somehow stop them a 5th straight time. The punt, very high punt, doesn't get much yardage. It's going to bounce out of bounds at around the 31-yard line. RB is going to get good field vision, 2nd straight. And Matt, there's nothing bigger right now than taking a 2-score advantage lead on St. Edwards.
Yeah, I mean, it's just got to be amazing for RB's defense right now. They just stopped Dwayne Allen. They stopped all the other runs, and they stopped Dylan Millerich. He's under pressure. He is obviously struggling.
Yeah, Dylan Millerich has not been able to find the right distance to throw the ball, as we see. Ryan Swift, he takes the snap. 1st and 10 from the 31. Swift, he looks right. He's looking. He does not find receiver number 5. He was looking for Zachary Witten, who's a senior, 5'10", 173 pounds. He doesn't find him, but that's okay. It looked like it could have been a penalty there. But
yeah, it did. It looked like pass interference right there, but the refs didn't call it.
The referees didn't think that there was enough contact there. Swift doesn't like that. I mean, the fans might not like it. The crowd's silent right now.
And not to mention, the cold weather can easily mess
Yeah,
with the
their hands
referee's
could
head.
be possibly really numb right now. But here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line for Riverside Brookfield. 7-0 lead. He sets number 5 in motion. Swift. He rolls right. Oh, and he's gonna avoid the sack until 2 other St. Edward defenders come and find him. He avoids 1 sack, gets 2 more. Offensive line failure right there. And that's going to be a loss of around 10 yards.
But that is the great thing about Ryan Swift. You know, he's the quarterback that can take a hit, and he could be the one that can survive a sack. You know,
He's a
and
big boy.
we saw that earlier. You
Big
know,
boy, he can take a hit.
He just juked out of a sack earlier.
3rd and 20 for the Bulldogs from their own 21. They're going to need something big. Dean's going to need to step up right here and get a reception. Swift takes a sack. Oh, he finds Jamari Wise, number 11. He's going to keep going. Oh, Jamari Wise. That's going to be a gain of around 18 yards. 4th and short.
There we go. An unexpected run from RB because they never run the ball, but hey, maybe that's a good thing. We could use that as a diversion for St. Edwards.
There is currently 7 minutes left in this second quarter. Following the end of the second quarter, we're going to recap everything. Right there, it was around 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs. And did they get the first down? It's going to be close. Move those chains. First down for the Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs. They've turned a 3rd and 20 into a first down.
And what a great run from Jamari Wise, number 11.
Yeah, Jamari Wise, he took a few hits. He turned a 10-yard reception to an 18 yards. Allows for the run right there. And there's going to be a second timeout from the St. Edward defense that is got to be frustrated right now. They only have 1 timeout left. There's the coach right there yelling at them. He is completely yelling at them, telling them, why can't you stop this team? 3rd and 20, and you can't just get the 1 more stop. He is going nuts. He can't even talk to them anymore. He's walking away.
And St. Edward right now, their defense just cannot stop RB. Their defense is really lacking right now.
I think this would be a major upset if they can pull this off. 50 points a game for St. Edwards. Have yet five drives, no first down. 1 first down, no scores. Swift, he's going to take the snap, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Ryan Swift, he pitches it. Running back, that's going to be the Carter. It is not. That is number 5, hands off the ball. That is Zachary Witten who gets the ball. He carries it to the 47, gain of 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs around midfield. Matt, are you feeling good? Do you think they can get more points?
I think, Casey, if RB runs the ball more, gain a little bit more yardage, they can do something.
Oh, Swift, he finds number 4. That's going to be Zach Mirakovsky. That is John Mirakovsky's brother. He's a tight end. He's a junior, 6'1", 185. He gets a gain of 2. 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. I think they're just going for the short gains. And Dylan Mareknik, he has been looking for the long game. He has not found it. Ryan Swift looks like he's in the driver's seat. He knows exactly what to do. He's 1 step ahead of the St. Edwards defense, and St. Edwards just does not know how to stop him. Do you have any comments on that, Matt?
Well, I mean, Dylan, like I said earlier, he's not used to passing. So he's obviously going to be off. Dwayne Allen, he's been trying to run as much as he can. Nothing's working for St. Edwards right now.
Riverside Brookfield, they take a timeout. They're going to take their first timeout. 2 remaining. There's 5 minutes, 51 seconds left in the second quarter. 7-0 Riverside Brookfield. We see a replay of Ryan Swift connecting with Zach Mirakovsky for that 2-yard gain. And the Mirakovskys, they seem to be really good at football. I mean,
yeah,
they're
it's
twins.
Just a brotherly love.
Yeah, Zach and John love the game, and we could say we love them back as they're helping this team. Ryan Swift, he's the quarterback. He's caused a fumble. He's recovered the fumble. He's tackled. He has a sack. I mean, Ryan Swift has had a he's been amazing this first half, and hopefully he can push that over to the second half.
And that's great for the Riverside Brookfield team. You know, all the fans here are just diehard football fanatics, especially in the city of Chicago, the home of the Chicago Bears.
Dean Ziegler, he lines up on the left side. Ryan Swift, 3rd and 3 from the 50-yard line. He's under center. He's big, boys. He's 6'1". He takes the snap. He looks. He finds Dean. Dean's going to find room. Dean's going to juke one. He's at the 40. That's going to be a 10-yard reception for Dean Zieglich. He has now 3 catches for 25 yards.
And there goes Dean again. You know, he's striking back. First quarter, he was a little bit slow. He was a little bit sluggish. But right now, he's trying to look for the comeback.
Yeah, Dean, he hasn't been performing to his standards of the past few games, but they're a very nice slant route that Ryan put together, put the ball right between the numbers where it needed to be, and that's going to be an RB first down. He takes the snap. He looks right. He's going to go deep. He's going to overshoot the receiver. That would have been a short touchdown.
That was number 5, Zachary Whitkin.
Zachary Whitkin intended for the pass, but Dean Ziegler, they're carrying the ball. Dean and the ball must have a very close connection.
And Zachary's height could have came in with the fact of him not being able to catch that ball and just being behind the ball.
But then again, the weather and maybe a little bit of a breeze might have carried the ball. But that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 at the St. Edwin's 40. Swift rolling right. He's looking. Zachary Whitkin, and the intended receiver, a second straight play, cannot find him.
This is the problem with this game. Is just the quarterback cannot throw it to one person over and over, because if that person's not catching it.
Well, Ryan Swift has had that work in previous games with him and Dean, but as we see, Dean is getting covered. He's been looking for Zachary Whitkins. And Zachary Whitkins has come up big in sometimes, but here, as we see, he's overthrown him twice. Swift needs to find the right oomph to put on this ball. Big 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 40. He looks right. He looks down the center. He's going to find, could not come up with the play. And that's going to be a 4th down. Shame. That was number 11.
That was number 14 missing the catch right there.
Number 14. And that's bring up 4th down. It's a big shame they had first down at the other side of the field. That was number 14 not getting the pass, but that's going to bring up big. It's going to be a punt. Dean Ziegler is going to have to punt.
And this is where RB has to run, but right now they're going to punt it. And actually, they might fake the punt.
Yeah. Well, 5 minutes remaining in this half. Dean Ziegler, he punts it. He's going to have a really low line drive. Oh, here we go. And it's going to be very close. It's going to be down at the St. Edwin's 8-yard line. That's big. RB, very nice punt from Dean. He's been punting great tonight. Dean has not been contributing in receiving yards, but in those other categories, he has been there.
St. Edwards right now has got a lot of yards of coverage right now. Dylan, he cannot, as we've seen from the beginning of the game, he cannot throw deep passes. And when he does, he throws them way too far and way too over.
Malarich, just a sophomore, so here he definitely he's going to need a pass here because Dwayne Allen's been getting stuffed lately. You can't afford to get stuffed here right in your own end zone. That'd be a safety, and that would not be good.
And then we got Dylan getting sacked twice, which can be very struggling for a quarterback, especially if you're only 6'1" and 175 pounds.
And a sophomore,
And a sophomore,
and concussions. There have been a lot of concussions lately. That would never be good. That could possibly end a career. But both of the sacks for the Bulldogs have been greater than 5 yards loss. Here we go. Dylan, he's going to hand it off. He's going to hand off to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's going to get a pile of defenders on top of him. And that's going to be a gain of 1 or no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 8. That was no gain for Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's only at 30 rushing yards, and it's almost halftime. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And that is not, unless he changes something after the half.
Here we see a replay. Always giving it to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen just, the offensive line cannot give him a hole, and that's been big.
I mean, it's like last game, Dwayne Allen had
Had it all.
around 280 yards.
Here we go, another run with Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's going to get around 2 yards, but that's going to bring up a third down and around 8 yards for St. Edwards. They cannot afford to get a sixth straight drive with nothing. And the punt would put RB around midfield, and Swift would have around 3 minutes to do this.
And these running backs are just complete brutes. They can take so many hits and just not get injured. They're just so durable.
Well, Brandon Kern, he trains them well. He loves having his defense like this. He's never seen his defense go into the second half not giving up any points yet, and we just might see that. But here we go, big 3rd and 8 from their own 10, St. Edward. Dylan Monarich, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to look. He's going to a short pass, number 23. Oh! And he gets sent down in a very, very dramatic hit. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Big hit. The defender stops him. That was a very brutal
And here comes
hit.
that motivation again for RB.
Let's see the replay. Let's see how brutal that hit was. And Dylan, he couldn't find anybody. He fakes it. Dwayne Allen would have got killed.
Oh, he's going to be
right
hurt
there.
from that one.
But here we go, number 23, and Clarkson just does not want him to get any more yards. Here's the punt. It's going to roll around the 35-yard line, and Ryan Swift is going to have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to try to get any more points for the Bulldogs. Do you think that Swift can be like an NFL quarterback here and only have 2 minutes to do it?
Well, I mean, if Swift is put into a situation with a great wide receiver like
Dean. Yeah.
like Dean, and having a running back, John Miaskowski, you know, it's
Miaskowski.
very easy to be a quarterback. That
He's
just makes
got
it
his brother tight end, Zach Mirkowski,
Yeah.
at the big tight end. He's got many more options, as we see, than Dean Ziglich. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Swift takes the center. Short pass. It's going to be the number 82. Again, a few. That wasn't much. Not many yards, but
Ryan Swift and Dean, they're kind of compared to
Yeah.
Jay Cutler and
He rolls
Brandon
right.
Marshall.
yeah. Dean Ziglich. Will they call that a catch? Dean Ziglich with a catch right there of a few. He got around 5 right there for Dean. That's going to put him at 4 catches for around 30 yards for Dean. Nothing to get all big over, but he's been doing well. Let's bring up a big 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs. 2 minutes left from their own 42. He's going to roll left. Swift rolls left. He rolls right. He avoids a sack. He's going to throw it to nobody. Are they going to call that a flag? No, he was out of the pocket. If he was not out of the pocket, they're going to call intentional grounding on Ryan Swift. He was in the pocket when he threw it. There was no defender within 5 yards of the area. That's going to be intentional grounding. It's going to be a loss of 10 and a loss of a down for Ryan Swift. It's coming up 4th down and 14.
Now, RB seems to be panicking right now. They should be running. I think they should be managing the clock right now, or they should just be running it.
Yeah, as we see right there, Swift, nobody within the area. That's going to be intentional grounding. Ryan Swift should have probably known better, but then again, he's in a tough situation. He's got to think really quick, and we're not in that situation. So
If RB wants to keep this lead, they can't make, those kind of risky passes. And if you take too long to pass the ball, that defense isn't just going to sit there and wait for you to pass the ball. They're going to come after you.
St. Edwards is going to get their 7th possession, and they have a lot of time. They got 2 minutes. The punt's going to put them around midfield. But, yes, here's the punt. It's going to be around midfield, exactly like I said. It's going to be down at midfield. But listen, folks, stay tuned for our special halftime A-list show hosted by Andrew Palewski. His guest is ESPN Radio Sports analyst Steve Cashel. Stay tuned. But here we go. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left for Riverside Brookfield. 1st and 10 for the St. Edward Green Wave. From the 50-yard line, this is their best field position right now. The halftime show, folks, is not going to be the analyst. It's going to be here at LT. But here we go. Dylan, he takes a snap. He's going to hand it to number 23. 23, he's got room. He's got room. He's going to have a gain of around 14 there. That was number 23 on St. Edward. That was Patrick Brown, the captain, senior, 5'11", 165 yards. They faked it to Dwayne Allen, gave it to Patrick Brown, and he got 14. This is big. Under 2 minutes left. Here's the ball. They give it to number 21. They give it to David Madden. Madden's dropped for a loss. 2nd down and around 14 it's going to be from around their 40-yard line.
And that was a mistake right there. St. Edward should have just passed the ball right there.
They had no huddle hurry offense. 90 seconds left in the first half. This would be big for St. Edwards if they can go tied, if they can tie this up heading into the second half. But here we go. 2nd and 15. Just over 80 seconds left.
Yeah, this is crunch time for St. Edwards right now. They
at
really
the
have
RB
to score.
41, yep. Here we go. Dylan, he's taking the snap. He's going to read around the 45-yard line. He sets a receiver in motion. That's David. He's going to, Dylan Millard, he's going deep. He hasn't connected deep. He's got a receiver. Oh! And number 11 does not catch the ball. That's Jimmy Harkins. Wide open. Would have been a sure touchdown. That's been the only time that Dylan Millarnich has hit his receiver and not overthrown him, and the receiver just ruined it.
And Jimmy Harkins is just going to be kicking himself in the head right now.
He's definitely kicking himself in the butt right now. He should have had that. We should be tied, and Dylan's just got to shake it off. He should not be ashamed. He put everything in the right position. But right now we stand at 3rd and 15 from the RB41. Just under a minute left. There's 57 seconds, and right now St. Edward needs something. They just came off a very disappointing play, and they definitely need something here, right, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do right now. They're either going to run it.
I think they're going to pass.
Yeah.
Definitely pass. He's going to look. Oh, he just throws it. Oh, it's going to be a fumble. Oh, they're going to call it. They're going to say he passed it. They say he passed it. RB, the 12th man is booing this. It's getting electric here in LT. A lot of boos. That's a very controversial play. If his arm went past, it's going to be incompletion. Otherwise, it's a fumble. Let's see. Dylan, did his arm go forward? No, his arm did not go forward. That should be a fumble. RB should have 6 right now. That's going to send the 12th man into a frenzy.
That should have been a definite pick 6 right now.
That he definitely did not make a throwing motion or attempted throwing motion. He just dropped the ball. That should be 6 points for the Bulldogs. But 4th down, they'll get the ball anyway. 50 seconds around. It's going to be about 40 seconds left when Ryan Swift gets a chance to get the ball. I wonder if they're just going to knee it or what they're going to do. They have 2 timeouts, though, Riverside Brookfield, and 1 timeout. St. Edward has 1 timeout.
Well, Casey, they're either going to fake it or they're going to...
Dylan, he is ready for a pass. Oh, there's a quick pass. They're going for it. They give it to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's at the 40. He's at the 35, and he is going to get stuffed. Dylan Millarnich, that snap came out of nowhere. He wasn't ready. He took that like a punch. He didn't know what to do. He gave it to Dwayne Allen.
That could have been very bad for St. Edwards if he dropped that ball right there.
But that's gonna be a turnover on down. The Bulldogs will take over the ball around the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. I wonder what Ryan Swift and Brandon Kern are going to decide to do right here.
I think they're going to go for the Hail Mary.
Well, I think they're going to go for a Hail Mary. They have a lot of time left. Hail Mary is when you have like 10 seconds. There's 43. Oh, fake. He's handoff. John Milakovsky. He's going to take that, and he has a gain of around 20. from the 35 past midfield. That's going to be a 20-yard gain.
And that's how you do it right there.
For
That's
one
how
of
you
the
trick
twins,
out.
John Murkowski. You saw Swift, he faked running to the left, hands off to Murkowski, 20-yard gain, and Murkowski go along with a 15-yard touchdown.
Great play. I mean,
Pass
they made it
has
look like they had
around
triples.
30 rushing yards. So here we go. First and 10 from the St. Edward 45. Swift, he rolls left. He's looking. He's got number 5. He catches it. And it's going to be down at the 10-yard line. It's going to be number 5, Zachary Whitkin, with a big 30-yard gain. Zachary Whitkin, he missed one. He comes back. And
Bulldogs got 27 seconds
25
to do something
seconds,
right now.
clock's running. First and 10 from the 10. Ryan Swift, he hands it off. John Murkowski, he's going to be down. A loss of about 4. Bulldogs are going to take a timeout here. It's going to be 2nd and 14 from the 14.
Casey, what do you think they should do right now? Pass it or run it?
Well, looks like they just got stuff with the running. They only have 1 timeout left. They're going to have to use that timeout, I think, whenever the clock's running. And they're going to have to use it for a field goal at most. But here's the amazing play. Ryan Swift running, finds Zachary Whitkin, and that's a big 30-yard reception. Ryan Swift has had an amazing first half. He's around 100 passing yards, and only 30 of those have gone to Dean. Dean Ziglich, around 30 reception yards. Zachary Whitkin, around 40 reception yards. And John Murkowski has a 15-yard reception touchdown. So if you add that, you have around 90 passing yards for Ryan Swift, 1 touchdown, the only points on the board so far. But as we can see right now, at least 3 points will go onto that board for RB before this half ends.
And like I said, Casey, Ryan Swift and John Murkowski have that, like, passing connection, just like how Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall had it. You know, it's just
Yeah,
they have that great connection where, you know, he knows where his route is and he can just catch anything that Ryan throws.
St. Edward's fans are silent. RB fans are pumped right now. Big 2nd and 10 from the 14. They're chanting, "Let's go, Bulldogs." Oh, here, bad snap. Swift, he's looking right. Oh, Dean Ziglich, intended wide receiver. But
And what Ryan Swift has a tendency to do is, you know, he doesn't really set himself in place when he's trying to throw the ball. He's kind of just running all around the place.
His defense is so tough. But that was a bad snap. He had to rush the throw. Dean Ziglich almost made an amazing diving catch. There he goes for Dean. That's the third one that Dean has not caught. He's been intended 7 times. 3rd and 10 from the 14-yard line. Big play for the Bulldogs. There's 10.7 seconds left. Ryan Swift under center. He's chirping. There's 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's got a running back behind him. He sets another wide receiver to the left in motion. He's rolling to the right like he always has. That's a catch. That's a catch. Who is it by? Big completion.
Clock was running. They're going to have to move this.
1.5 seconds left. That was a catch by Zachary Whitkin. That was a gain of around 10. Zachary Whitkin's at 40 yards right now. Zach Whitkin, have yourself a night. That was a very nice catch. The only problem, 1.5 seconds left. The safe route would be to kick the field goal.
Now, he was down at around 3 seconds. I don't know if they're going to change it to the clock.
The referee's contemplating. Brandon Kern wants some more time.
Yeah, you can see the coach yelling at the referee. They're going to change
Ryan
the time,
Swift,
I think.
He's does not know what to do. They look like as they're going to go for it and not take this one. Oh, but there's a holding penalty. Take it back. Take away the Zachary Whitkin nice catch of 10, and that's going to move the Bulldogs to the 27-yard line. 4th and goal for the Bulldogs at the 27-yard line. I would assume a kick. I mean, if they miss it anyway, there's no way that the other team can take it with 1.5 seconds left.
Yeah, no, this is definite field goal range right here. They should be an easy 3 points.
I mean, if they're at the 27-yard line, that's around a 44-yard field goal. You'd have to have a very strong leg being a kicker. And the Riverside Brookfield kicker converted from soccer to be kicking. But this is still a very long field goal you have to try to put up. 44 yards is,
Yeah, and
even the pros miss it.
what an advantage, have a kicker who previously played soccer. That's just,
That's tough to
that's a
convert,
great
though.
advantage.
Soccer ball's big, football small. And we were talking about the wind. If he goes for this field goal, there could be some wind, since the cold air could stop the ball from going as far as it would in the hot air. But right now it looks like Swift is getting the call from Curtin. Curtin's probably gonna Swift. The offense is going onto the field. They are not gonna take three. They are gonna go for it all.
I don't
Here
know
we
if
go.
this
They
is a
put
good idea, Casey.
1.5 seconds to put on the clock. There are now 3 seconds on the clock. It's 3rd and 10 from the 27. This is gonna be the last play. This is the Hail Mary. 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs from the 27-yard line.
Will Ryan Swift amaze us again? We
Maybe.
will find out.
Let's see. Swift, he takes the pass. He looks right. He looks left. He's getting pressure. He does not get a good throw off. That throw got tipped. His intended receiver was number 14, Stefan Gaminski. He's a sophomore. He did not find him. And that's going to take us to halftime, Matt. 7-0 Bulldogs. You heard that right. Bulldogs 7, St. Edwards nothing. St. Edwards gives up their first touchdown to the Bulldogs, and St. Edwards does not have a point on the board yet. 91 points through 2 games, and they cannot put one on the board yet.
Yeah, now all we can look forward to the second half is if RB can carry this momentum, or will St. Edward come with a comeback.
Welcome to the RBTV Game of the Week. I'm Casey Valletta alongside Matt Angio, and it is the start of the second half for the Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs and St. Edward Green Wave game, and we've seen complete defensive battle. Riverside Brookfield up 7-0 going into the third quarter, and we haven't seen much of Dwayne Allen as we thought we were going to see. Right now, he's only at about 40 yards, and Dean Ziglich is only at about 30 yards.
Yeah, Casey, RB's defense has just been shutting down Dwayne Allen and Dylan Millerich. We sacked Dylan Millerich twice.
Should have had 2 fumble recoveries, but we only have 1. We're going to start off the third quarter winning 7-0, and St. Edwards never given up a point until the first quarter tonight. Second quarter, completely defensive shutdown on both sides. St. Edwards have had the ball 6 times, have yet to been past the 50-yard line, and RB, was a shame. We were so close to scoring late in the second quarter, but here's the opening kickoff. Riverside Brookfield set to receive the ball. He gets the ball. He's at the 25, 20. He's going to be down around the 28, but there's a flag. Flag on the play. But that was a nice, at least 15-yard run by Joey Swallow, the junior for Riverside Brookfield. Late flag on the play, so we got to see what happened here. But any predictions for this game, Matt?
Well, Casey, right now, I think we just need to get across the field. Maybe, we just need some good yardage right now. And once we get some good yardage, we just run the ball a little bit more. Give the ball more to, what's his name? John
Mirakovsky. But right now there was a holding penalty on the Bulldogs that canceled Joey Swallow's nice return. Ryan Swift, he's set to start. He's got a fumble recovery on the defensive side and a touchdown pass on the offensive side. He fakes the handoff. He's going to take... Oh, no, he hands it off. He hands it off. He had me fooled. He gave the ball to Jahan Williams, the junior, 5'7", 141 pounds. And Jahan Williams, a nice gain there, about 6.
Yeah, well, both the speed right there.
He fooled me. Look at that. Jahan Williams, he finds some room, gets knocked out of bounds. That was just about a 5-yard run. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. First down. They gave him the first down. 10-yard run. Swift, bad snap. He's going to take it himself. Gains of about 2 or 3.
And right now, Casey, all I'm noticing with the St. Edward's defense is that there is a gap in that defense. And if the RB Bulldogs can just find that gap, we can easily just get some good yardage right there.
Well, let's see if Ryan Swift can pick apart this defense just like he did in the first 2 quarters. He has just about 110 yards passing, got the touchdown, and he's been the leader of this team right now. He takes the snap. He looks left. He finds a receiver. He bobbles it. Oh, fumble. Oh, recovered by St. Edwards. That was number 12, Jalen Williams, with a catch and a drop.
Yeah.
But the refs might look back at this. Did he have it or did he bobble it? Was there any catch there? If there wasn't a catch, it's an incomplete.
Number 12's hurt right now. He got hit pretty badly. St. Edwards has the ball.
Confirmed. Jalen Williams catches ball. He has it. He has the ball in possession for enough time to be considered a catch. Number 23 forces the fumble. Number 23, Patrick Brown, the main running back for St. Edwards, forces the fumble. And right now, the best position they've been all game, St. Edwards has the ball.
Yeah, what a boost of motivation right now. St. Edwards is really looking for the strong comeback in the second half. After that first half, they just couldn't do anything. They were just struggling so bad. But
they could have taken a 2-possession lead right there instead. Best field position right here. He gives it to Patrick Brown. Gets 6 yards from that. And it's a surprise we're not seeing Dwayne Allen out there.
Yeah, we're not seeing. I see him right there. There he is, number 24.
He just gets put on the field now, but right there, that was Patrick Brown who forced the fumble, getting the carry, gain of about 6.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, they were all St. Edwards' offense was going towards Dwayne Allen, but RB's defense just shut him down.
Yeah, Dwayne Allen again only had about 40 yards.
And St. Edwards' head coach just didn't know what hit him, and they had to come up with totally different offense.
10 minutes left in this third quarter. 2nd and 7 from the Riverside Brookfield 36. Dylan, he takes the snap. He hands it off to Patrick Brown again, who's going to get about a gain of 2 yards. 2-yard gain for Patrick Brown. That's going to bring up a big 3rd and 5 for the St. Edward Green Wave.
Now, Patrick Brown, number 23, the senior, is 5'11", 165 pounds. They look. St. Edward's offense looks like they're going towards him now.
Yeah, this is the 6th third down that RB is trying to stop St. Edward from converting into a first down, which they only have 1 first down this entire game. So, RB defense is the key. Right here, Dylan Menarich. Oh, false start or offsides. There's false start. False start on the offense. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, turn 3rd and 7 into 3rd and 12. And it's looking a lot better right now for the Bulldogs.
And right now, St. Edwards' offense is not passing at all. They're just going for number 23, Patrick Brown. They're doing the running game right now. They're not risking any passes. I don't know, Casey, should they be passing?
Well, 3rd and 12 with that penalty, they got to pass. But it's just Dylan Milarnik. He's passed deep around 5 times, over 20 yards. He's hit his receiver once, but he bobbled it in the end zone. It was Jimmy Harkins back in the second quarter. It should be 7-7. It is not. So, but I think he's had the most success going just short passes and getting yards after catch with his wide receivers. So I expect a short pass right here. Here he goes. Short pass to, that's Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's going to get a loss of yards. And looks like there's going to be taunting right there by Dean Zieglich.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that unsportsmanlike conduct
don't want a taunting penalty. That'd be an automatic first down. But Dean Zieglich and two other defenders out there taunting after bringing Dwayne Allen behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2. 4th and 17 at the 46. They're forced to punt for the 6th time. It's going to go down to around the 5-yard line of the Bulldogs. An excellent punt by St. Edwards is putting Ryan Swift in the offense at their own 5-yard line. So don't want to get sacked here. Get sacked. If getting sacked here would be the worst case scenario, that'd be 2 points for St. Edwards and they would also get the safety.
Yeah,
point.
we do not want a safety right now. That
Yeah, I
would be
know.
really bad. All we need right now, I think, is I think what RB should do right now is take a run right now, and then when they get that amount of yards, just throw it.
I think right here, a short pass, get around 5 yards, and then it'd be safe to hand the ball off from your 10-yard line. And offensive line's got to be key here. Ryan Swift fakes the handoff, takes it himself, will gain him about 3 yards. Ryan Swift has around 10 yards rushing this game.
Yeah.
And you got to mention, though, last year, his rushing was atrocious. 46 attempts for 2 yards for Ryan Swift last year.
Oh yeah.
46 attempts for 2 yards. It's
And he's exceeded
7
his
yards
yards
rushing
right
last
now.
game, 10 yards rushing this game. Ryan Swift has learned the art of running. He's going to find number 17. 17's going to have about a gain of 5. That should be that's going to be close. It's going to be around 3rd and short for Riverside Brookfield. That was number 17 with the catch. Number 17 was David Purtle-Piertonock. You don't see about him anymore.
And then you like we said, Ryan Swift's tendency to just move around when he has the ball.
Yeah, David Purtle-Piertonock was the main running back last year behind Matt Chapp. He was supposed to be the main running back this year, but Alan Carter was a transfer. And Ryan Swift, he rolls to the left, finds Dean Ziglich for
Complete pass, yeah.
That was 22. It was not Dean Ziglich. That was instead number 22, Adonsi Hoskins, who got a game about 5.
He's the 5'7" sophomore who's 137 pounds. He's a small dude.
No, that was a Brandon Dialatorio. I recognized him. He is a junior. Here we go. He's going for it. Dean Ziglich cannot call. Oh, Dwayne Allen stops Dean Ziglich from getting a reception of over 30 yards. Dwayne Allen gets Dean Ziglich back for taunting him.
Dwayne Allen, man, he can do a lot of
everything.
stuff. He can do defense.
I wonder what college he's going to, because they must be very lucky if they can get a guy like Dwayne Allen.
Yeah, he's just.
Yeah, 3rd and 1
brute.
for the Bulldogs from their own 26. Definitely, I can see a quarterback sneak right here. Just give it to Ryan. Yeah, see Ryan's. He's right behind the center, and I think he just might take it and run it himself for a yard or 2.
I think they should run it around the ends right there.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's going for the short pass. Short pass. It's a completion. It's going to be a Riverside Brookfield. 1st down. Catch by number 22. Yep.
And you have to have
Yeah.
great skill as a quarterback just to throw, just being able to catch the ball
Brandon
from the snap like that.
Dialatorio, 2nd catch. He gets a 1st down. He's a junior, and he just must be so excited right now playing with Ryan Swift. Ryan Swift gets another 1st down, and he's going to hand it off, and that's going to be a gain of at least 6 yards for Alan Carter, who's back on the field. You haven't seen much of Alan Carter in the first half. It was mainly John Mirakovsky, but Alan Carter, gain of 6 right here. That's going to bring it to 2nd and 2 for the Bulldogs. That was a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 from 36. Matt, how do you feel?
In case I mentioned that gap earlier in the defense of St. Edward's defense, and the only way you're gonna find that gap is if you test out the running skills.
They just don't know what's coming over. You think they're gonna pass, they run. We're not even sure whatever happens. He's gonna roll to the left, roll to the right. Dean Ziglich, did he catch that? They call it a catch. Dean Ziglich with an amazing acrobatic catch at the 50-yard line. And that's gonna be a Bulldog 1st down. That is a 14-yard reception from Swift to Ziglich. Ziglich has 5 receptions for 46 yards so far. And
Ryan Swift, I mean, again, with the moving around and throwing it, he's just got that skill. And it's just such an advantage, but such a disadvantage for St. Edward.
Yeah, Dean Ziglich, that was a great catch. And that brings up another 1st down. Midfield, Ryan Swift, 1st and 10. He takes a snap. He looks right. He's going deep. Dean Ziglich, he catches it. Dean Ziglich He catches it at the 26-yard line. That's going to be a 24-yard reception. And right there, Dean Ziglich is now at 70 yards. He gets 40 yards in 2 catches. He's already doubled his yardage from the first half. He's now at 70 yards, 6 catches. I won't be surprised if we just keep going to Dean.
Yeah, and there we go. You know, there's that Jay Cutler, Brandon Marshall connection right there. Over and over. Swift to Dean.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 from the 26. That's a 3rd straight first down for the Bulldogs. They're pressuring. He looks left. He's got a wide open receiver. It's number 5. And he's gonna go. Oh, and he goes to the 9-yard line. Number 5, Zachary Whitkin. That is going to be a 15-yard gain. And Zachary Whitkin, you have yourself a night. You have 45 yards on 5 catches. Zachary Whitkin and Dean Ziglich both doing really well. Let's see the replay. We're going to see this replay that Ryan Swift connecting with Zachary Whitkin for an amazing 15-yard reception. He just has room to run. He runs free.
Oh.
Go. Number 11 just gets mauled by Jamari Wise, number 11. And
yeah, we have an injury on the field, number 11. He got hit pretty hard by that blocker.
Yep. We're going to take a injury timeout by the referees. No charge timeout to either team. We sure hope that number 11 on St. Edward is okay.
And to mention, each team has 3 timeouts still.
Yeah, that was a referee timeout. That's an injury timeout. Nobody gives up anything for that timeout there. That gives Ryan Swift a breather. That gives the defense a breather. Now everyone's got some fresh air, and they're ready for this first down and goal from the 8-yard line. This would be big to take a 2-possession lead on St. Edwards.
Yeah, in case I wouldn't risk the pass right now because you can risk an easy
they're in
interception.
I formation. They got John Mirkovsky all the way back there. It might be Alan Carter, actually. That's they hand it off to Alan Carter. Alan Carter is going to make it to the 2-yard line. Alan Carter, gain of around 5. And Alan Carter's got around 20 rushing yards, we could say. He's got around 20 rushing yards right now.
Yeah, and I think Ryan Swift should go in for the QB sneak right now. He's so good at just finding that pocket.
2nd and goal from the 4. Definitely, they got David Purple-Pierdenach behind Swift and Alan Carter behind Purple-Pierdenach in I formation. They hand it to Purple-Pierdenach, and he gets a touchdown. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Ryan Swift hands it off to David Purple-Pierdenach, and he takes it 4 yards for an RB touchdown. That's going to give the RB a 13-0 lead. As you see, just hands it off to the fullback, David Purple-Pierdenach. He gets through 2 guys, getting help from his offensive line. Philip Safesky helping him push it across the line. 13-0 Bulldogs. David Purple-Pierdenach.
Yeah, and St. Edward right now is just stranded. They don't even know where they are right now.
That's the kick's extra point is good, and it's 14-0 Riverside Brookfield. Oh my gosh, Matt. 2-possession lead. We have been the only team to score on St. Edwards, and this defense the negativity on the other side of the field just must be adding up. The offense not contributing. Dwayne Allen not getting the yards he wants. The defense can't stop Ryan Swift. They're finding the holes that you said earlier about the defensive line not being able to stop them, and they just continue to pick apart this defense. And Ryan Swift has put the Bulldogs 2 possessions ahead of the St. Edward Green Wave. That was Solano with the extra point. He's 2 for 2 today.
Yeah, and the points are well deserved for RB. They just play great defense. And
4 straight first downs on that drive. That drive started off on their own 5-yard line. They have a 95-yard drive. Touchdown.
Yeah, and it's no doubt about it. Their offensive key player is obviously Ryan Swift. He's just playing a great game.
Brandon Curtin, head coach of RB, got to give his offensive coordinator a pat on the back there. The offense is doing well. He's got to definitely give a pat on the back to the defensive coordinator. The defense is being spot on. The defense, I could say they can afford to give up points here, but they definitely don't want that. Very nice kick from Solano. He's going to kick it out of bounds again. So it's going to stay in bounds. Stays in bounds, no penalty. Down around the 25-yard line. and it's going to be first down and 10. And here comes Dylan Milaric trying to somehow get any points on the board for St. Edwards.
And yeah, Casey, I mean, but RB cannot let up their guard because St. Edward is known to come back around this period of time, especially in the third quarter.
Yeah,
That's when they come back. So they have to keep their eyes open still.
But it's very ironic, though. St. Edwards has not given up a touchdown yet in their first two games. Come face Riverside Brookfield. Riverside Brookfield shutting them out. So let's see if this can continue on. Here we go. Dylan Milaric, he steps in the pocket. He's going to fake it. He's going deep for the sixth time. He's got a receiver. He connects. There we go. Jimmy Harkins, who dropped the touchdown earlier, is going to get a 50-yard reception there. And so Jimmy Harkins
he's excited now.
Yeah, he missed the sure touchdown, so he was kicking himself there. But he comes back. It's a 50-yard reception, and that was big.
Yeah, and that's good for him. It's bad. You feel bad when you drop a touchdown pass, but to get that many yards back, that's amazing.
It could have been a way different game, going 7-7 into halftime, but instead 14-0 now. But the excitement from the RB's 12th man is now they've just gone silent right now with that big 50-yard reception. Dylan Milaric, 24, Dwayne Allen in motion. He hands it off to Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen's got some room, and he gets about 5 yards there. Actually, he only got about 2 yards there. So Dwayne Allen has 45 yards, I got to say.
And what I noticed about the St. Edwards defense is that at the beginning of the game, they wanted to give Dwayne Allen the ball immediately so he can get yards. But right now, all they're doing is getting yards and then giving Dwayne Allen the ball. But it looks like right now, Dwayne Allen's down on the ground.
Dwayne Allen down. This could be huge. If Dwayne, you never want a player to get taken out of the game, such as a key player as Dwayne Allen, because players like that, they make it more exciting to watch the game. But that would be definitely an advantage RB if they don't have to worry about Dwayne Allen, who reminds people of Marshawn Lynch. He's a running back on Seattle, just turning nothing into something.
And it looks like it's his ankle. Common injuries around here is blowing the ankle.
Dwayne Allen, again, he's the star running back. 9 touchdowns, 500 rushing yards through 2 games for St. Edward Green Wave. This would be a big loss. You got to hope he's not out.
And then
you got to hope it's just he hurt something. He might have, just tweaked it. Hopefully we'll see him back in the fourth quarter or sooner, but right now it's just this would be big. He's
bad.
Laying down. They're looking at his ankle. He is moving, though. It's good. He's able to roll over, but you just got to hope.
Yeah, you can tell right now he's in big pain.
And this is their, if you got to say, who's the star, who's the face of the team, Dwayne Allen is definitely the face of the St. Edward Green Wave, and that would put a lot more pressure on Dylan Milaric.
Yes.
Yeah, because he would need to actually make more passes. That would put more pressure on the backup running back, who definitely hasn't had to do a lot of rushing because of Dwayne Allen, but just all the trainers around him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there can be 3 things wrong with his leg right now. It's either something wrong with his knee,
his ankle,
his Achilles, or his ankle.
It appears to be an ankle, as we see in the corner. They're looking at what appears to be his ankle.
And right now, his team is just wondering.
Right now, in LT, at the Lions Township field, it is silent, both sides. RB side trying to show Dwayne Allen that we hope he's okay. St. Edward's side shocked.
Yeah, there we go.
Dwayne Allen is standing up. He's able to walk underneath his own pressure, and it's looking good. Dwayne Allen getting an ovation from both sides of the field. He's walking underneath his own pressure, and that seems to be good. But the thing is, will he be back?
Yeah, that could be bad for St. Edwards if he doesn't come back, and if he's injured, if he's out for the season, it could be very bad for St.
I sure hope he comes back.
Yeah, he's such a great player. I mean,
even though he's on the other team, you still got to say, you love watching these guys go. So, here we go. 2nd and 6. St. Edwards from their own 20, from the RB 26. Flags everywhere. False start, or it's going to be an offside. Yeah, looks to be false start St. Edwards. That'd be a 5-yard penalty. RB coaches pointing towards the St. Edwards side. Hopefully it's false start. Offsides, RB, 5-yard penalty. That's going to be an automatic. That's going to make it 2nd and 1 for St. Edwards from their own 21. That makes it a lot easier to convert. Here we go.
RB still
On the sideline, Dwayne Allen, he's standing up still, so that's good. Here we go. 2nd 1. They need points here. Hopefully their kicker can do something if their offense cannot, which they haven't been able to do all game. Dylan Morarich, he hands it off. Oh no, he fakes it. Fakes off all. Reception. That's going to be to number 3. That's Tyler Holt.
Tyler
Holdy, wide receiver. He's a sophomore. He's 5'7", 130 pounds.
And man, you gotta be brave.
Yeah, that was
to be
big.
5'7",
Took a big
130 pounds to just
on the
play
varsity
football.
team. Let's make it 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff to number 23. Their backup running back, Patrick Brown, who has been doing.
There's a flag. I think it's unsportsmanlike conduct. There was a shove on number 23 after the play was
Patrick
over.
Brown, who definitely does not want to get in trouble now that his running back is out. Number 87 on the Riverside Brookfield, he's wobbling off the field. That is a cornerback. Hopefully he's okay. 2 injuries within the last few minutes. There was 1 minute, 40 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. There looks like to be clipping on the Bulldogs. That's 10-yard penalty, but it's going to be a half distance to the goal line. That's going to make it automatic 1st down from the 2-yard line for St. Edward Green Wave.
Yeah,
Clipping,
this is
Riverside
bad
Brookfield.
for Brookfield right now.
Don't want to be giving up stupid penalties now that you're up by 2 possessions. Yeah. Matt, do you hope Dwayne Allen definitely comes back in these next few drives?
You know, I mean, it would be a shame if he doesn't. I hope he's okay, but, you know, this maybe could be a boost of motivation for St. Edward's offense.
It seems like they're doing better now that he's out, but that's such a shock. But if you want to put it in our perspective, it's like Dean Ziglich getting hurt. Patrick Brown gets stuffed at the 1-yard line. It's going to be, there's a little shove there, but no flag. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's the replay of Patrick Brown getting stuffed by a frenzy of Bulldogs, including Sam Folk, Clarkson. And here we go. 2nd, he's going to pitch it. Patrick Brown's going to get the touchdown. Touchdown, Green Wave. That's going to make this game a lot closer. First score is their 7th possession for the Green Wave, and it's going to be 14-6.
Yeah.
Riverside Brookfield, and the extra point attempt is coming up.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, you know, they come back in the 3rd quarter very strong.
The 3rd quarter, but it's sort of shocking. Can't do anything with Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen comes out, they score a touchdown.
You know, it's kind of just that situation where
they're setting up for the extra point. They got Patrick Brown and number 56 set up weird. Oh, they're shifting. Okay, they're back in extra point formation. Number 21, the kicker. It's up, and it is good. 14-7, Bulldogs. So we have 1 minute and 9 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. It's all going to come down in the 4th quarter. Right now, you're watching Riverside Brookfield football from Lyons Township High School. So,
yeah, and Casey, I mean, just what a great game. And now, especially, it's even better because now it's even more tighter. You know, it's 14-7. You know, RB's got the lead.
RB's always used to 1 possession or 2 possession games.
Yeah, St. Edwards, they're just so used to, you know, the past 2 games. It's just hard to come off 2 games where you won, you know, let's see, the last game they won like 50-0.
Yeah, 50-0 against Clark High School with Dwayne Allen, 258 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Dwayne Allen with a measly 45 yards.
And this could be hard for St. Edwards after this game, because if St. Edwards loses this game, and if Dwayne Allen's out, this could be
Yeah, but the
really
magic
bad.
number is 6 to make the playoffs usually. 9 games are played in a high school season. 6 usually gets you there. A win for either team would put them halfway there with 6 games remaining, which is a big advantage. Riverside, Brookfield, they're in a. Both teams are in a easy-ish division.
Yeah.
Morden is in a who we beat in week 1. They're in a tough division with Lyons Township, who graciously gave us the field to play tonight. Lyons Township won yesterday here. And 109 left. Here's the kickoff. Number 21, the kicker, sets up to kick his. David Madden's the kicker, the wide receiver who's been quiet. Here you go. He's going. He's at the 20, 25, 30. He's going to be down. Is there a fumble? There's a big pile at the bottom. Preble Pierdenak. What? Yeah. Preble Pierdenak returns it to about the 30-yard line. 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Ryan Swift coming off a big 95-yard drive that ended with a 4-yard touchdown by David Preble Pierdenak.
Now this is crucial, Casey. You need to get out of the third quarter with a bang. RB needs a touchdown if they want a safe lead. Because anything can happen right now. Interception, St. Edwards can just get a pick 6 right there and just
Right
tap
now,
the game.
Ryan Swift has been doing incredibly well at 170, around 170 yards passing. He fakes it. He's going to throw it. Oh, nearly picked off. Ryan Swift just got lucky. You almost said it. An interception. That could have been a pick 6. Number 79 on St. Edwards barely misses that.
See, and this is where you
That
got to
was
be careful.
Michael Montez. And it's.
I would
gonna be
run the
close.
ball right now. I think RB is going to run. I think they're going to run the ball right now, get some yards. Then they're going to pass it again.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 from the 29 for the Bulldogs. And here we go. We're going to run it. It's going to be a handoff to John Mirakovsky. John Mirakovsky right there with a gain of around 7. And Mirakovsky, he had a 15-yard passing reception touchdown in the first quarter, which was the first touchdown of the game. And right now he sits at around 40 yards right there. He had an 8-yard rushing gain. 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs from the 37-yard line. Ryan Swift, they're in a 2 running back set. Hands it off. Alan Carter, it's going to be close. I think he got the first down. It was 3rd and 2.
All right, Casey, RB's got 2 options right now. They can score right now or get some good yardage for the 4th quarter.
Are they going to ask for the chain, or what's going to be the call here? The referees are all talking. They don't know what to say. This is big. It's either going to be 4th down, or it's going to be 4th and short, or it's going to be a 1st down.
And there was the replay right there. It was a great run.
Alan Carter, there's a flag. There was a flag on the field. There was a flag. The referees are confusing the entire stadium right now.
There's
5-yard loss on the Bulldogs. Penalty on the Bulldogs. That's going to bring us down. It's going to be replay 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs need a 1st down right now. That's what they need. That's crucial right now.
Ryan Swift, he's standing right next to David Pierdenak in the backfield. 3rd and 7. He looks right. Jamari Wise, he takes it, and he's going to get around 3 yards, 4 yards, and that's going to be all. That's going to end the 3rd quarter, but it's going to bring down 4th down for the Bulldogs. Jamari Wise has 25 yards. That was not enough. So we're going to go in the 4th quarter. 1 possession game. Bulldogs are most likely going to punt the ball. Now, Matt, we're going into a very tight game. 4th quarter. What are your thoughts?
All right, well, RB again has 2 options at the beginning of the 4th. They can either punt it or they can risk it and try to get a 1st down.
They're just before midfield, so a risk would be big, because if they failed, it would put St. Edwards at around RB40, and that would not be good. So
Yeah, I think it's an obvious punt right here.
unless they do a punt fake and fake us all out, but right now Brandon Curtin, he's talking to the offense, and
Yeah, RB, if they want to keep this lead, they cannot let their guard down. They really have to play crucial defense.
yep. So here we go, 4th down and 7 for the Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs. Start of the 4th quarter, 12 minutes, and they're at their own 36. They're set up to punt. Dean Ziglich is in the backfield, ready to kick the ball. He's had some very nice punts lately. The punt returner for St. Edwards is around the 35-yard line. And here we go. Dean Ziglich, he takes a snap. He punts it. Very nice. He's going to put it around. It's going to bounce at the 35, bounce backwards. Not the way they wanted it, but down at the 37-yard line. St. Edwards has decent field position.
Now,
Right.
St. Edward's offense, I could see Patrick Brown, number 23. I could see him getting a lot of plays right here. I think Dylan Milenerich is going to give the ball to him a lot for the run plays. They're going to get some good yard coverage right now, and then I think after that they're just going to get a nice throw into the end zone.
Yep. And we're trying to see if we can see Dwayne Allen, who right now stands at 45 yards. He got hurt last drive, which resulted in a touchdown. And a touchdown here would be huge and make it a tie game. And right now, he's not on the field. He's still on the sidelines. Patrick Brown standing next to Dylan Milcarnage.
And like I
He
said,
hands it
Patrick
off
Brown going.
Patrick Brown gained about 5 yards. And that's going to bring up around 2nd and 7 for the St. Edward Green Wave. Here's a replay. Patrick Brown, gain of 5 before he gets trampled by a lot of Bulldogs. Dean Ziglich on the bottom of that pile, Jake Campbell. And the defense has stepped up. Besides that last drive, they've done incredibly well. So, Matt, can you see a stop right here? Or do you see them giving it to Patrick Brown and just driving?
RB needs to stop Patrick Brown. That's who they're going to go to.
Patrick Brown with the run. He's going to find some room. He's just going to gain about 1 yard. That's going to bring him a big 3rd and 5 for the Green Wave. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 41-yard line, just before midfield. They have 2 options here. Give it to Brown and hope for the best, or Dylan Milarnich is going to have to find a short pass to one of his receivers, which would probably be Jimmy Harkins, who he found a 50-yard reception with. But Jimmy Harkins only has 1 catch, and he should have at least 4 or 5. He's dropped a few, been targeted, the main guy being targeted for this team. And here we go. Patrick Brown right behind Dylan. Number 3's in motion. He fakes handoff to number 3, fakes it to Patrick, and he's going to throw it. He finds a receiver. That is number 3. Number 3 is going to get a 1st down. That is Tyler Holt, sophomore, 5'7", 130, very small, but he gets the job done. Fakes handing it off to him. But Tyler Holt's not out of the play. He's wide open, and RB needs to get it controlled. They cannot let up any more points.
Yeah, Tyler Holt may be small, but he's got the hands to catch the
Small
ball.
but mighty. That's a lot of people are in the football. 10 minutes exactly right now. 1st and 10 for St. Edwards, right around midfield at the 49. So, Matt, Patrick Brown, is he going to be like the new Dwayne Allen for the rest of this game?
So far, he's doing pretty good. I think they should look forward to letting him run.
Dwayne Allen sitting on the bench just watching a pass to Patrick Brown. Patrick Brown gets tackled at the 45-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 4. Big stop for the Bulldogs. That's going to make it 2nd and long for the St. Edward Green Wave. So
There was an overuse. I could see a little overuse of Patrick Brown, though. I don't think they should be using him every single play. I think if they need a 1st down, they go to him.
go to Jimmy Harkins. He's at the left side of the field. He's the only receiver on the left. There's 2 receivers on the right. Tyler Holt moves. He's on the defensive line. Fakes it to Patrick Brown, and he's going to get sacked by 2. Oh, fumble.
Fumble recovered.
Fumble
Yep, it's recovered.
By who recovered the fumble?
Number 54.
Jake Campbell recovers the fumble. Did he get it? No. We're going to look at the replay. But Dylan Malarick gets tackled, sacked by 2 Bulldogs. And not seeing much on the replay, but it's definitely going to be St. Edward ball. The ball came out after he was down. That's going to be a loss of 5. 3rd down and 14 for St. Edward from the 34. They've gone backward these last 2 plays. No, 3rd and 26 from the 34. They've lost 12 yards the last few plays. They give it to Patrick Brown. Patrick Brown's going to get nowhere near close. Gain of about 5. Big stop. 4th and long. 4th and 20 for the Green Wave. Punted away. And that's sad. They had 1st and 10, 2nd and 14, and then 3rd and 26. They can't really do much.
Yeah, okay, so a huge turn of events. We thought Dwayne Allen was going to be the key player in this game. We thought he was going to have, like his previous game, 280-something yards.
And he stands at 50 yards right now. A punt, it's going to go out of bounds around midfield. It's going to give Riverside Brookfield great position. And they're going to come out. And who do you think is going to be a big player on this next drive? Do you think John Mirakovich or Mirakovsky, or do you think it's going to be Brandon Diottorio or possibly Dean Ziglich, who has not gotten a pass the last drive?
I think John Miaskowski, the running back for RB, I think he's going to have a good quarter right now. There's 7 minutes left.
Yeah, he stands at 40 rushing yards and a 15-yard reception touchdown from Ryan Swift in the first quarter. I personally think Dean Ziglich, who's the only guy on the left side, I think he's going to get at least 20 yards this drive. Here we go. He's looking right. He finds a receiver in the middle. That's Dean Ziglich. Dean Ziglich is going to gain around 8 yards right there. Dean Ziglich has now 7 receptions for around 78 yards from our count, more or less. That was a 7-yard reception. He's had 7 receptions on the day, been targeted 10 times. Ryan Swift, I would go right here, and I would hand it off to John, who's been good all day. Here's we go, 2nd and 3. He takes it himself. He's got a walk. He's got room to run, and there's a gain of 9 from Ryan Swift, the quarterback, and that's going to be 20 rushing yards from the quarterback, Ryan Swift. And that is half of what Dwayne Allen has right now. Pretty impressive.
And quarterback Ryan Swift is obviously looking for a touchdown right now. Coming out with 6 minutes left, I thought RB was going to, manage to, milk the clock a little bit more. But it looks like they really want a safe lead right now. They really want to put indentation in the St. Edward's heads.
6.5 minutes left in the game. 1st and 10 Bulldogs from their 38. Fakes the handoff. He rolls right. He looks. Is that a catch? Incompletion. Intended receiver was number 4, Zach Mirakovsky. And that's going to lead up to 2nd and 10 from the Bulldogs from their own 38.
Yeah, and there's that moving throw again by Ryan Swift.
That's what he's done all day. I'm just going to give you Ryan Swift's stats for today. 190 yards passing about, 20 rushing yards. He's got a passing touchdown, and he's got a fumble recovery. So have yourself a night, Ryan Swift. And he's not done yet. The game's not over. 6.5 minutes. He's got 2 running backs behind him. Alan Carter in the backfield. David Pirtle-Pierdenok at the fullback. And he takes the snap, pitches it to Alan Carter. Alan Carter's got room on the right. He gets at the 40. He's at the 30. Alan Carter, he gets 10 yards there. That was a very nice run by Carter. That's going to put him at around 34 yards rushing. And that's going to lead to a Riverside Brookfield first down. 1st and 10 at the St. Edward 27 is Ryan Swift in the offense.
Yeah, what an amazing run by Alan Carter. He's just so quick, and he's the one that can find that gap in the defense along with Ryan Swift.
Here we go. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Dean Ziglich is at the far left. Now there's 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. There's going to be a timeout Timeout, Riverside Brookfield. That's their first timeout of the half. They have 2 remaining. Now there's just under 6 minutes, 5:58 left in this final quarter of play. 14-7 Riverside Brookfield. First and 10 at the 27. Matt, a touchdown here would make it very hard for St. Edwards to come back, especially with Dwayne Allen still sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we got to give credit to every single teammate on the RB.
Defense.
Yeah, defense and offense.
The
I mean,
offensive
they've been
line
all doing
has
great.
the offensive line has only let Ryan Swift be sacked twice. They've been putting a lot of pressure on him, causing him to run, but he's been doing very well. This is his 3rd year on the varsity team. He started sophomore year after an injury to a quarterback, and he's improved year after year after year. His final season, he's trying to make RB 3-0, and he's doing a pretty good job. Jamari Wise, the only wide receiver to the right. Dean Ziglich to the far left, and David Primopiertanok to the left of Ryan Swift on the 1st and 10. He hands it off to Jamari Wise. Jamari Wise has room. He's at the 30, 25, 20, and Jamari Wise goes to the 18-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain for Jamari Wise, who has 25 yards receiving, and now they give him 10 yards. There's a Bulldogs first down.
And right now, St. Edwards just needs something to boost them up. You know, anything. A big hit, a sack, something to get them going. An interception, a fumble. You know, right now they're just stranded dead.
Here we go, a pitch. It's to Jamari Wise again. He's got room. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. There's a flag. He's down at the 10. And he's down at around the 10-yard line. That'd be a gain of about 8 for Jamari Wise, but there is a flag. Matt, they've just been driving. Jamari Wise is not a running back. He is a wide receiver, and they've just been doing Philadelphia Eagles-style play call, just handing the ball off to the wide receiver, and he's going holding on Riverside Brookfield. Take that back. Jamari Wise just got a very nice run taken back. 10-yard penalty. Let's make it 1st and 20 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, but Casey, I like what Brendan Curtin, the head coach of the RB team, I like what he's doing. I like his mindset right now. He's running, and it's working. You know, you only use the running if it's going to work. Especially in this situation, you don't want to pass as much because they're...
Yeah, you want to milk that clock like you were saying. Dean Ziglich to the right, to the left is wide receiver number 12. That's Jalen Williams. And David Primopiertanok is behind him. He's going to pitch it. That's Jamari Wise. Jamari Wise, and he's good. Go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Jamari Wise. That is a 26-yard touchdown for the wide receiver who just ran the last 3 plays. Jamari Wise, you've just given Riverside Brookfield a 2-possession lead. Ryan Swift pitched to Jamari Wise as beyond the replay. Offensive line giving them all the room in the world. Look at that.
And there he goes.
Everything he gets around, he somehow moves the ball all the way up, and he just walks into the end zone.
There's that safe lead that we mentioned earlier, you know.
He's at 30 rushing yards and a touchdown, a big 26-yard touchdown from Jamari Wise. And here goes Solano. He's going for his 3rd extra point attempt. He kicks it, and it is good. 21-7 Bulldogs with 5:04 left in the final quarter. Do you feel good, Matt? Do you feel like we have enough to finish off this game and get a win?
I think right now, St. Edwards, the best thing they can do.
St. Edwards got to get
all they got to do right now, get some yardage, and then I think they just got to go all out with the throws right now.
They got to.
That's their best decision.
Dylan Milarich, he needs to go deep because he's gone deep 6 times. He's only connected once, and that was to Jimmy Hawkins, who is 50-yard reception, who should have had a 20-yard reception touchdown. But it's worked, so it's worked once. It can work again. That's what Dylan Milarich, the sophomore quarterback for these the Green Wave, that's what he needs to do. Running just won't work. Patrick Brown cannot run 100 yards. And with Dwayne Allen out, that's just more against the team. But Riverside Brookfield, they're sitting in the driver's seat. A nice 2-possession lead. Like I said now, they can give up a touchdown, but they just need to milk the clock now. There's 2 timeouts for each team, so they can't really stop the clock that much, the Green Wave. Here's the kick from Solano. It's at the 20-yard line. He's going to take it 25. He stumbles. He's at down right around the 30-yard line. A 10-yarder.
Now, St. Edward's offense is going to go to Patrick Brown right now for the run.
They're
going to, yeah,
they
that's
need
what
to
they're going
start
to do.
switching.
Yeah.
They can't just do run after run after run. RB's defense knows better. They need to somehow, they have to do a no huddle. They have to get this RB defense unsettled. They have to just get them uneasy and somehow make plays, which they haven't done all game, besides in the third quarter.
Yeah, RB's defense right now, their safest decision is to have like a blitz zone. You know, have 3 guys in a zone and then have the rest of the defensive linemen just go out, all out blitz.
Yeah, here's the sophomore, Dylan. He takes it. He looks left. He looks right. He finds someone right. And was that a catch? Incomplete. He caught the ball, but 1 foot was out of bounds. That was number 3, Tyler Holt, who's got some yardage. He's at around 20 yards, but nothing really crazy.
Yeah, number 38 on the RB defense almost had that interception right there. That could have been really bad for St. Edward.
Yeah, but St. Edward's, 5 minutes, they need to do a lot. They haven't done a lot the past 36, 42 minutes. Here we go, Dylan. An uneasy pass, and that's going to be incomplete to number 86. And some more taunting from RB. That was Nolan Thurlot. The junior wide receiver is 6 foot 180, who the intended receiver was. He did not catch it. He would need a very acrobatic catch to get that. There's a view of the Riverside Brookfield offensive line and offense who have just been, hands down, the key to this RB potential victory.
Yeah, there's many factors in this lead with RB. But 4 minutes left, you know, anything can happen.
Well, 3rd and 10, they definitely need something now. They definitely have 4 downs to play with. He's going deep for a 6th time, way over the head of number 86, Nolan Thurlot, and that's going to have 4th and 10. I think you have to go for it.
Yeah, I think that's their best decision right now.
4:42 left, yeah. You have to go for it. Every possession that they get the ball back, they have 4 downs to play with. There's no longer punting.
Yeah, I think Dwayne Allen's injury kind of just like traumatized their offense. They just don't know what to do right now. They had a good thing with Patrick Brown, but it's not working no more.
They're in punt formation, and they are going to punt it. Oh, that was a lot of air, not a lot of distance. Punt was about 10 yards, 15 yards down at midfield, giving Ryan Swift yet another chance to get more yards, and he's just been amazing. The running game has been the main part of the second half. The first half was his throwing game, but now the second half, David Pritt appeared to not get a 4-yard rushing touchdown, and Jamari Wise a 26-yard rushing touchdown. So Swift hasn't been seeing Dean Ziglich the past 3 drives. Dean Ziglich is 7 for 78 yards. So not much. They're going to just milk the clock right now. 2 running backs. Hand off to John Mirakovsky, who's not going to gain anything there, but the clock's running. That's the main thing. And Riverside Brookfield looks to have this game in hand.
Yeah.
So 4:22, the clock's running. Riverside Brookfield and Brandon Curtin and all the coaches from Riverside Brookfield have to be feeling really good about themselves, coming in and just completely shutting down this St. Edward team that has been averaging 45.5 points a game. And they're just about at their average. And it's right here, Alan Carter. Alan Carter gets 5 yards. Alan Carter's been pretty good as well. He's at about 40 yards rushing, but those 40 yards have really counted. Riverside Brookfield stands at 21 points. They've averaged 26 points the first 2 games, so they're right about it. What their normal is, just under, but it's enough. Their defense stepped up, and their defense shut them down. Ryan Swift the captain of this defense, it seemed like, and Dean Zieglich not really doing much on the offense, but the defense has been killing it. Here comes Ryan Swift. He takes it. He rolls to the right like he always does. He finds Dean Zieglich. Dean Zieglich at the 30, and he could go all the way. Oh, and he's going to get Dean Zieglich. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Dean Zieglich, a 50-yard reception touchdown from Ryan Swift. That was amazing. He juked him out at the 2-yard line. Dean Zieglich, he had 30 yards of room to run, and he just took it and ran. Dean Zieglich is now over 100 yards, 8 catches for 128 yards and a touchdown. Dean Zieglich, you just had yourself a night in one play. Look at all that room. Nobody near, and Dean Zieglich just takes it and runs.
There we go. There's that.
But
again, that J color.
Wait, did they take it back? They took it back. No, there was the flag. Call against the Bulldogs.
Uh-oh.
Take it back. Dean Zieglich, you're not going to have a touchdown, but you had a great play.
Yeah, that was still a really good play.
It's so sad because a holding call, 10 yards back instead of a 50-yard touchdown. We're now at the 35-yard line. I'd say give it back to Dean. Give it back to Dean. St. Edward's just got so lucky. A miscommunication put Dean Zieglich wide open in the midfield. He would have had a 50-yard touchdown, but 10-yard penalty.
And it was still a great pass and a great catch. I mean, and look at the run he had. I mean, it's a shame that it went to waste.
It was such a waste of a pass, but it was still shows how amazing Dean Zieglich is. 3:09 left, 3rd and 22. He's looking. He's rolling to the right, and he gets it. Oh, he's going deep. It's Zieglich. Oh, where's the? That's not pass interference. That wasn't pass interference.
There should be a pass interference penalty right there.
Zach Mirakovsky just got tackled before the ball was even towards him. His shoulder pad's out, and
here we see the
replay. It looked like there was enough contact, but the referee did not want it.
Here's that
he gets his jersey
agile
tugged,
maneuver right there.
Gets his jersey tugged, still goes. And it looked right here, he gets pushed down. The ball's not even there. But that was Dean Zieglich getting pushed down. He wants to know where the flag is. 4th and 22, 3 minutes on the dot. 4th and 22 from the 35. They're going to punt. I mean, the game was never over. Football is a sport. You don't have to do much. You just need to recover an onside kick. Dean Zieglich, a punt of about 30-yard punt from Dean Zieglich from the 35 to the other opposing 40.
If there's anybody wondering about the weather right now, it's currently 60 degrees. It is 9:44. There's 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game.
It's 60 degrees. The game time has started off around 67, 65, so this weather it's been dropping, but nonetheless, a very clear night. Rain, it was called for rain. There hasn't been a drop of water out here.
Yeah, me and you are both cold up here, huh?
But we're seeing an amazing game. Both teams 2-0. Here we go. Dylan, he hands it off Patrick Brown. Patrick Brown's going to get about 5 yards before he gets stuffed by the Riverside Brookfield defense.
And they finally actually used Patrick Brown for a run, but it's too late now. The defense.
You can't run the ball. The clock's gonna keep running. You gotta pass it. Dylan, you gotta act like you're like a varsity senior. You gotta just pass the ball and hope for your wide receivers to come and prevail. But do you think Dylan's got what it takes to make a comeback? He hands it off to Patrick Brown. Patrick Brown lost a 3, stuffed by this Riverside Brookfield defensive line, who have sacked Dylan Malarnich 3 times, caused a fumble, should have had another fumble, but it was taken away. And they have rushed the running back so much. They hurt Dwayne Allen, but do you think that Dylan will get one more touchdown?
I mean, he's going to go for it right now. I mean, that's St. Edward's disadvantage right now. They have a sophomore quarterback who's in their clutch
their
position
senior running
right
back's
now.
out. 100 seconds left. 3rd and 16 from the 37. He hands it off to Patrick Brown. And Patrick Brown's got to be frustrated that his offensive line has been just completely not doing their job. And this Riverside Brookfield 12th man chanting, "We are RB." They are getting loud and crazy. They can feel the win. We can all feel a win for Riverside Brookfield right now.
Yeah, and Riverside Brookfield fans are just diehard fans. The same with the St. Edward fans. You know, it's cold out.
Both very good
late.
football teams.
Yeah.
And this is Saturday night. They usually play Friday nights. Due to field restraints, they came out here Saturday night. They gave up a Saturday for some football, and they gave these fans a show. 4th and 20 from the 34. They have to go for it. Clock running, 40 seconds left. Dylan Malarnich, and there's going to be a timeout. Timeout on the delay of game. So that's a 5-yard penalty for the Green Wave, who've just about given up. 36.5 seconds. 4th and 25 from their own 24, and Riverside Brookfield is going to come out of this game 3-0 heading into next week. So, Matt, who would you say the star of the game is? I mean, there's been so much.
I mean, I'm going to say the RB player of the game would be Ryan Swift, the quarterback.
Yeah, Ryan Swift, 200 passing yards, a touchdown, a fumble recovery. You got to say, though, Jamari Wise,
Yeah.
he had him almost. They're punting it. They've given up. And here we go. Dean Ziglich just wants this clock to run. 27, 26, 25. And it's called dead at 24.1 seconds. Here are some of your final stats when Ryan Swift's going to need this ball. Ryan Swift, a touchdown, a fumble recovery, 200 passing yards, 20 rushing yards. John Mirakovsky, a 15-yard reception touchdown and 40 rushing yards. Dean Ziglich, his first game where he doesn't have 100 reception yards, 7 catches for 78 yards. David Pribble-Pierdenok had a 4-yard rushing touchdown earlier in the 3rd quarter, and that led to Jamari Wise's final touchdown. On the opposing side, you have Dylan Malarnich, about 100 yards his average. Jimmy Harkins had 50 yards.
Patrick Brown.
Yeah. And you got to say, though, Zachary Whitkin, not a guy you usually go to. Oh, we're handing off the ball. Zachary Whitkin had 5 catches for 45 yards, and he usually never gets anything because of Dean Ziglich. But that's going to run out the clock. 10 seconds, and Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs are going to defeat the St. Edward Green Wave by a final score of 21-7. Well, Matt, it was quite a game. Riverside Brookfield came out here. Their defense just stopped this Green Wave team, and they're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, St. Edward tried coming with the comeback with Patrick Brown. You know, RB's defense just really stopped him out. RB's defense really knocked out Dylan Miller-Narich. You know, he couldn't get any passes down.
The loss of Dwayne Allen in the late 3rd quarter led to this offense to just not do good. Well, I want to thank all the crew tonight in the truck and on the field for covering this game. For all of us here at RB TV, I'm Casey Valletta.
I'm Matt Angio.
Thanks for watching.